What's going on, everybody? My name is Jake and welcome back to more Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we made our way here to Evergrande City and got to Victory Road on our way to the Pokemon League here in Hoenn. We fought Wally for, I think, this is the last time you fight him. I could be wrong on that. And he actually gave us a pretty decent challenge, but we ended up winning. And now we're going to get through the rest of Victory Road today, alright? So, I thought about doing some of it off camera, but I figured, since it's Victory Road, it's the last, dungeon we do as far as the main story goes, we can just go ahead and do it all on camera. I went and grabbed Shroomish out of the PC as well for Flash because I do not feel like stumbling around here blindly. I'm already unfamiliar with the Hoenn Victory Road as it is, so don't want to do it in the dark. So I deposited Sceptile just because Sceptile is our highest level Pokemon right now. So that way we can continue to focus training on some of our lower level Pokemon. That way we're evened out for, the Elite Four run. And I'm sure I could, just hug the walls around and be able to get my way through. But since there's strength puzzles involved, I'm not going to freaking take that chance. Go ahead and use strength. Of course, both Manectric and Hariyama know strength, but it triggered, and we seriously need Rock Smash as well. You know what's funny is that I had Zigzagoon in my party and deposited him after finding out he did not have Flash. So now I gotta backtrack and pick up Zigzagoon. So I apologize, but that just goes to show how unfamiliar I am with the Hoenn, Victory Road and the end game. No, I do not need to heal. That is just force a habit when I walk into a Pokemon Center. Okay, well, in this case, let's go ahead and store Camerupt. Oh, I must have been accidentally hitting B. I was like, why is it not storing them? Take out Zigzagoon. And I'm sure at some point to get to the end of Victory Road, I'll probably need Tentacool as well, so if I have to backtrack all the... I just don't want to have only half of our team in the party right now. So if we need to, we can backtrack and get Tentacool at the end once we've cleared out... Or Tentacool at the end once we've cleared out the trainers and know what, puzzles and shit we have to do, but I do not feel like having half of our team deposit in the PC just to make room for HM slaves. Also, I don't mean to, gripe on something like this, but, why are we at, the end of a game and we need this many HMs? Strength, sure, because strength is actually a good move. Waterfall, sure. Again, Waterfall is actually a decent move. But, Rock Smash and Flash, I know Flash isn't required to get through a dungeon, but it just makes it a lot easier. So I know that's a little bit different, but seriously, why do we need Rock Smash at the freaking end of the game? Whatever. I know it's not a big deal. But now it's we only have, 2/3 of our team. Anyway, enough complaining from me. Thank God we have Aerial Ace, because I really don't feel like dealing with evasion units at this point. I definitely want to focus some training on Altaria and, like I said at the end of last episode, Tentacruel. Just because Tentacruel's moveset I think could be really, really valuable for the Elite Four because it has a lot of type coverages. And Altaria with Dragon Dance, if we get the right matchup and can, set a couple of those up, she could be a monster, but we shall see. Alright, Mawile, so... Mawile's what? Steel? What is... Steel and something else. Steel Psychic, maybe? I don't know. But, of course, when I have frickin' Camerupt deposited, can't hit Mawile with any super effective damage here, but that's fine. Keeps using Iron Defense, but we're going to go for Surf, so doesn't really matter. almost take it out, and it just keeps spamming Iron Defense. This Ace Trainer might use a full restore. Yep. They're like the only NPC trainers other than the rich kids that use the full restores, but I think 2 Surfs will get the job done. Or 1, because we get critical hit, so there we go. And Kadabra. Kadabra might outspeed us. Nope. Alright, Future Sight. And let's go for an Ice Beam here to finish it off. Why not? Alright, we've defeated Cool Trainer Samuel. Yeah, I really want to... Oh. Okay, looks like we get an item up here. Let's see what this is. Get a full restore, so there you go. That's a pretty good item. Like I said in the last part, I want to do my due diligence to, make my full way around Victory Road, just because, usually there's a lot of good trainers or good items like that full restore. Get a Laron here who is higher level than our Altaria. Alright. Let's go ahead and fight this trainer. You should get complacent just because you have a lot of gym badges. There's always going to be someone who's better than you. That is very true. That's a life lesson you can take from Pokemon Emerald here. There's always someone out there that is bigger, stronger, or faster, whatever you want to, coincide it with. So never stop working to improve yourself. I say that as I sit in my bed under a blanket playing a video game. But I will be going to the gym later. Going to Crunch Fitness now. I remember in the other episode I was talking about Planet Fitness and how I think it gets a bad rap, and that's not as bad as what its reputation might say, but I was also looking for an improved gym experience. I've been going to Crunch and I really, really like the place, man. I like it a lot. And of course use a fucking full restore. I know I could just switch to Tentacruel. Okay. That's going to seem like such a waste of time, I know. I really just want to get Altaria some extra levels because, again, I really want to utilize the Dragon Dance and use an Aerial Ace and Fly and stuff like that. I guess I probably could have went for Fly there. It probably would have done enough to take out Sand Slash because Fly is more powerful than Aerial Ace, but I guess it's not all bad that we're getting good Tentacruel, especially when she has a Ninetales. Like, I'm really anticipating Tentacruel is going to be a key player in the Elite Four because A, the ability is really good, Clear Body, so it can't have stat reductions. It has a good typing. The moveset covers a wide range and can be used to deal damage and set up with Toxic. So, yeah, I'm really honing in on the training of our girl Tentacruel here. This will be quite effective with Tropius being Grass, Flying type. We don't get the same type of attack bonus, whereas, Ice type Pokemon that would probably have been a one-hit KO, but still. There we go. So Tentacruel gets a level up here. I do have rare candies as well that I'll definitely utilize before starting the Elite Four. And per usual, I'll stock up on a shit ton of items too. Alright. Okay, that route is inaccessible. Get another freaking Golbat. Again, repels only work on Pokemon that are lower level than you. Anything that's equal or higher level than you can still encounter. So, just to kind of make this a little less tedious, I'll put my Nitric out front. And if there's level 43 Pokemon, then we can just deal with it, I guess. Alright. Okay, there's a waterfall right there. I do have Tentacool with us, so we can scale that if need be. Or wait, I don't have Tentacool. Okay, well, at least we know I'll have to go back and get it, but let's continue to trek around here in the area that we don't need Tentacool. And we get a trainer battle. I heard that there was a tough little kid around. Do they mean you? Yeah, word through the grapevine is that I am that tough little kid. Kecleon, okay. Let's go ahead and switch to Hariyama here. I don't know, I wonder if you hit Kecleon with like move like Thunder Wave, which doesn't deal damage, if it still changes Kecleon's typing because it gets hit with an electric type move. Again, even though it doesn't do actual damage. I don't know about that. Alright, Vital Throw takes it out. Okay, Whale Lord. Pokemon that has, I think, the highest HP in the entire game. I don't know if its other stats are really that great, but I know it's got a shit ton of HP, so it might take 2, maybe even 3 Thunderbolts to take the thing out. And I think by size, it's the biggest Pokemon ever. Okay, never mind, it only took 1 Thunderbolt. So I said, I didn't think the actual stats of Wailord are that great, it just has the gargantuan HP. And Graveler, okay, so we're going to get everyone involved in this battle. Then switch back to Tentacruel. That's going to do super effective damage, unfortunately, but I think we should survive it. Yeah. No problem. There we go. Alright, the little shrimp is tough. Brother. Anything other than that, man. The little shrimp, come on. Okay. Sableye. Pokemon with no weaknesses, but stats aren't the greatest. I don't know, I'm sure someone out there can find decent use of Sableye. Oh yeah, we get a double battle here. And I about went into it without healing, so let me go ahead. And I think we'll go Altaria and Tentacruel here. Actually, let's go Hariyama and Tentacruel. Actually, no, let's do Tentacruel and Altaria. Okay, here we go. The elite among the elite gathered in this cave. How are you finding it? Because I am better than elite. I don't know, what's better than elite? What would be higher than elite? Masterful, maybe? Okay, Claydol and Medicham, so made the right choice with this combo here. Should I try to let's just go right at the Medicham. Ooh, that didn't even do half. I was hoping that'd do a little bit more, but okay, we get the Medicham out of the way, that's good. And we're gonna have dual Claydols here. Skill swap, so I think that swaps abilities. I have no idea what Claydol's ability is, but we can hit both of them with super effective damage here, even though it's not quite enough to take them out. Okay, he's going for another skill swap, and he just swapped it back with... Am I tripped? What an idiot! That was a move, I'll say that. Oh my gosh, the fucking forest doors! Jeez. Alright, well, this will be enough to take out the one Claydol at least. Alright, and a critical hit. Just for good measure. Wish we had a critical hit on the other one, but... Alright, I gotta be mindful of our PP here. Always be mindful of your PP. And we get paralysis. Very nice. I forget that that's like a passive effect of Dragon Breath sometimes. But... Okay, let's see. What else do you got for me? Your partner had a Medicham. Do you have a Medicham as well? No, a Lantern. Okay. This Pokemon we have not really encountered a whole lot. Water and Electric type, which is a really unique typing. I should go for Air Release because it will do very effective damage. Another paralysis. Very nice. Alright, Tentacruel should be able to stand up to this. Yeah. See, that special defense is legit, man. And there we go. So we get a little Ace Trainer double battle out of the way. Alright. Let's go ahead and continue on here. Let me switch my Netric back out front. Go ahead and heal Tentacruel. Alright. Okay, we got another trainer battle here. Let's go... Let's give Hariyama some shine out front. Why not? Must be getting a little tired. Not really. I'm tired of having to use HMs all the freaking time, but that's about it. Okay, Skarmory, so... Not a terrible matchup for Hariyama, I guess. Could be much worse. This is gonna hurt, though. Okay, that was a critical hit. I thought that was just going to be the base damage, but... Alright, let's go to Manectric here. Steel does not resist electric, so... Still be able to hit it with super effective damage. I don't know why he would use Steel Wing there, because Hariyama would resist that. Doesn't fighting resist steel? I could be wrong on that. In any case, it is now dead. I'm just kidding, it's just fainted. It's just unconscious, that's all. Okay, Sableye with no weaknesses, so... Doesn't really matter who we use here. Just go to Tentacruel to get her as much experience as possible. Thank you for doing that. I'm not going to sit around and waste time with this. We're going back to Manectric. Because I just have this feeling that if I would have kept Tentacruel out there, it would have hit itself like 4 times in a row. But that's not good that we're getting the special defense lowering there. Come on, Thunderbolt! Oh no, this Shadow Ball may take us out because we had the special defense lowered. 9 HP, let's go. She's gonna go for the full restore, that's fine. We'll go for Shockwave so we know we're not gonna miss. And we'll go for another one. And this will do it. Alright. And imagine we're getting somewhat towards the end here. I should probably heal up just in case if I'm running around I don't want to accidentally trigger a trainer battle and go into it with 9 HP. Plus we're getting good money here in Victory Road, so we'll be able to restock on potions, no problem. Okay, so it turns out you don't need to scale that waterfall. You can just take the long way around. There's another trainer over there. There's a waterfall right there. Okay, he's guarding an item, so let's lead with Tentacruel, so that way we guarantee a level up here as long as she doesn't faint. I'm trying to care for my whole family, every one of us. I'm not losing anyone. He's got a Dodrio. Which again, speaking of Tentacruel's type coverage here, we can hit with Ice Beam, and I'm actually pretty surprised we outspeed a Dodrio. I know Tentacruel's pretty fast, but... Alright, he's on a heal, so... we can just go for a Surf, I guess. For another one. And this will get us to level 42. Alright, Kadabra. Just don't hit us with a Psychic type move, please. But even if you do, we might be able to stand up to it. Okay, that's probably what takes out. Yep, damn it. That's okay. At least we got one level for Tentacruel. You know what? I'm gonna be not petty per se here, but I really want Tentacruel getting the levels, so... or at least, not even the levels, but at least the experience. Alright, you're really allowing this little Shroomish to survive here. It's very noble of you, but yeah, there you go. I'm sorry, Shroomish. Thank you for using Flash. Let's go with Altaria here. Okay, Altaria is also close to leveling up, so... Electrode, whatever you want to call it. Wow, that took us out? Holy crap. I'm going to do the same thing. I really want to get Altaria the experience from this, so... Go Zigzagoon. I did not think that freaking Future Sight would do that much. Okay, now that's a little bit scary, I'm not gonna lie, but... we can switch to Hariyama, which will resist rock-type moves, I'm pretty sure, so... this shouldn't really do too much. Yeah. And now he's stuck in the rollout chain, so I'd much rather have that than him use, like, Explosion or something like that. That all these Electrodes freaking do. Alright. Atari up to level 43. Hariyama not far off from a level up either. We can keep Hariyama out here because Shiftry is a dark subtype, so... there we go. And we almost get a level up for Hariyama. And you get a full heal there, so again, decent item to go ahead and snag. So it looks like we need to go down this little waterfall. Maybe. I might have fucked that up. I think I messed that up. Hold on. Let me backtrack around again and make sure there wasn't another route. My poor little HM slaves there, the two Pokemon that fainted, I almost accidentally went over that. And Another random encounter. Golbat. Level 44. Okay. Okay, so up this way, and then there's a ladder down there. But that's being blocked off by water, or rocks in the water, so maybe we have to go down this one? Yeah, there we go. See, I can use my brain. Wait. Was this here the whole... Hold on. Okay, yeah, I'm not tripping. Alright. So let's go up that little ladder here. See where this leads to. Another double battle, okay. Okay, let's get everyone healed up here. I apologize in advance, but this is going to be a long episode. Let's go Manectric and Hariyama here. No, turn. Wait. There we go. See, I use my brain sometimes. We just use, you know, just sprint and get the other girl to turn. It didn't look like the dude was turning at all. Alright. Both with 2 Pokemon apiece. Alright. I think it'd be best to go after this Lunatone. Lunatone's what? Rock Psychic, so... What in the world is that noise? I don't know if that's being picked up on the recording, but I don't know if something that was caused by a Thunderbolt, but if that's what's happening, then I apologize. But that is, again, I'm going to keep going because I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear in the recording, but it's like, there's like a noise going off in my ear right now. And it's not like super unpleasant, but it's not nice. Come on, Hariyama, don't Vital Throw yourself. You Vital Through yourself. Let's go and switch to Tentacruel. So after this battle, we might end this off and just, you know, finish up the rest of Victory Road in another part. So I don't want to have a super long video. But it all depends if this freaking sound in my ear goes away or not, to be honest with you. Because this is driving me crazy. Alright. And an Absol. I love Absol so much. And we get a critical hit on the surf. Very nice. Alright. Yeah, and it's still going off my ear. So, alright, we're going to end this off here. We're almost to a half hour anyway. I'm just going to pick this right up after ending this recording. So, this will do it for part 1 of Victory Road. I'll see you guys for part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And yeah, I'll be recording part 2 here shortly, alright? See you guys later.